Introduce yourself, and if your players can introduce themselves.
Yes, good evening. My name is John Hill, head men's basketball coach, Wilberforce University. Um, just a pleasure to be here to this event. Our first time. Look forward to the opportunity to come again, but it's just been an outstanding affair. First class. They've kind of treated the young people in a real special way, which is tournaments and opportunities that we always look for as as coaches. We had the opportunity to go and spend some time with Kevin Johnson at the Fixin's restaurant. The food was just amazing. The kids, really enjoyed it. The atmosphere and ambiance of the place was just really dynamic. And then after that, kind of finished the evening off. We had an opportunity to also spend some time with Dr. Godfrey with mental health and kind of just getting the kids to be a little more aware of just how to just kind of manage stress in life and manage some of the challenges that come with being a collegiate athlete and dealing with all the things that go on at home and just kind of moving around in your community. And in many cases, you're not really recognizing all of the pressures and things that are going on with you. But I thought it was really dynamic. We're looking forward to possibly even bringing Dr. Godfrey to Wilberforce University. We do some things with mental health. I have a grant with mental health and bring people in. So we'd love to have him and let him spend some time with our whole student body. But it was a great affair. I wish we could have performed just a tad bit better, but we didn't do much in terms of scouting for them. This is our homecoming weekend. We learned this affair kind of at the 9th hour, and it was a great chance for our kids to come and do something a little different. More importantly, Daquan, coach here, is from Detroit. So it was an opportunity for him to come and kind of be before his family and friends. So I didn't pass up on that opportunity. But as it relates to the game, I thought it was a good game. We got off to a really good start. Like I said, we didn't scout them. We didn't do anything. Not that we couldn't. We could have found some information on them, but I didn't want to download 2 game plans on my kids within the next 2 days. We got a game on Saturday. It's our homecoming. But that's not an excuse. I just chose the way I wanted to put our energy in terms of coming into this. But I thought Grand Valley was a really good program. They had good size, they had good strength and muscle. They played really physical. They had an opportunity to look at our game against Marion University. They knew we were a team that drive the ball to the basket, so they basically just didn't play the jump shot and just really just kind of sunk the floor and sat in all of the gaps. And I thought they did a good job. They did a good job. We had to adjust. And it was a great game for us. You always look for opportunities to compete where you got to deal with some adversity.
Right.
We had to deal with some adversity. There was a few more touches out there that I thought were probably a little more, a little more grabby and that typically that's not typical for teams being able to get away with. But you have to adjust to the officials, atmosphere, and you just kind of have to build as a program. So it was a good tool for us to learn and build from. And more importantly, it's just always good to see my young people, put them in situations where they're challenged to take the next step. So today was a step for us, even though you may not have seen it on the scoreboard, it still was a chance for us to get better.
Great. I appreciate that, Coach. Great introduction. Is it Daquan?
Yeah.
What high school did you go to?
I went to Southfield A&T.
Okay. I love that. Talk about what last night was like for you, and just your thought on the game today.
Well, for last night, I just kind of liked the energy when I first got here. It was good energy all around. Like just from people greeting us, from us going to the hotel, to the food, just been kind of good energy. So I just like that.
And carrying over, it's kind of like you guys were the home team, it seems, with the support you guys have from the young people and whatnot. What was it like, dealing with the energy first half going into the rest of the game?
I wish we could have picked up on the energy more in the first half than the second. We probably could have changed the outcome of the game. It's really about it, just picking up on energy early.
Great, I appreciate that. Now, tell me your full name.
Jameer Hines.
All right, where are you originally from?
I'm from Dayton, Ohio.
Okay, not far from home. Talk about what last night was like for you and talk about your thoughts on the game.
Oh, yeah, it was a great experience. A lot of good connection that I made. The Fixers restaurant was great. A lot of good knowledge from Dr. Godfrey. It was just all around a good time.
That's good. And then your thoughts on the game?
I just think that it was a really good program. It was a great test for us. They knocked down big shots. And like Coach said, they had our game plan. They watched that game on Marion. They knew that we were a heavy drive ball team, and they was in them gaps, and we couldn't really do much. But it was a good test for us. And going into our Saturday game, I think that we're pretty confident. So
great. With the time we have, first of all, I want to thank you guys for being part of this inaugural event. But coach and players, you guys got any final comments you want to have before we wrap up?
We just had an amazing time. Hopefully next year we get invited again and come back and play 2 games. I think some people are playing 2 if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
But if not, even if it's just 1, whatever. It's such a first-class event. And like I said, I'm always looking for opportunities to get my kids a chance to be exposed.
Mm-hmm.
More importantly than the network of being able to not always be competing against every team, but being able to mutually communicate, make some friends and some relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all are just it's just an affair that we're trying to build networks and we're trying to build relationships. So it turns out to be something other than just a game of basketball, but an opportunity for us to kind of merge, similar minds and ideas and see if we can build and make something out of it as we move into the future. But awesome opportunity. We had an amazing time.
I'm glad. Quan, go ahead. Any last thing you want to say?
No, I just appreciate y'all for having us out here. Maybe if we come next year, we can get the win.
Will some of your folks show up?
All of my folks.
All your people show up? That's why it was so loud up here. Huh? All right, great. What you got?
Oh, yeah, I had my parents come down. They came all the way down from Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, great.
So, yeah, okay. I appreciate them. They came out with energy and hoops and culture. We appreciate y'all. You showed us hospitality like we was one of y'all own, and we appreciate that.
That's good. We all are. This will always be home away from home, okay? We appreciate you guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Appreciate you.